I've been interviewing many spiritual teachers. And when people ask me, Luzma, how can you differentiate when it's powerful? And that's what happened when Master O came to the station, because just when he entered the space, I could just feel like the vibration, like woo. And I said, who is he? I want him.
Bienvenidos a Ilumínate con Master O, un podcast sobre sabiduría, energía y sanación. Estamos aquí con Master O, un maestro espiritual que ha ayudado a miles de personas con la vibración de la vida. Estamos con nuestras invitadas especiales, que es Luz María Zetina y Isabella Clemesha, que están aquí para compartir su luz, sus experiencias, sus preguntas. Estamos felices de tenerlos aquí.
¡Ay, gracias! Nosotros estamos más felices. Give me five, Isabella.
Luzma, tell us a little bit about your life. I know you were Miss Mexico. You've been host to many TV programs and you've written books and you've had a really interesting life. Tell us a little bit about you and your journey.
Thank you. Well, I guess my startup was in a very different mood than right now. I was on a beauty pageant when I was 21 years old, and I won that pageant, and then I went to Miss Universe in 1994, and it was a great experience. I had a lot of fun. It wasn't something that I was searching for. It was just like a very funny coincidence in life that I arrived there. But that was a turning point in my life because I was studying my career and I was very happy and I had a boyfriend. But suddenly all my life sort of changed. And I began to be in this entertainment business, television, where I've been working there for 30 years as an actress, as an anchor of different shows. But in one moment in my life, when I was in a very trendy show, which the title was Netas Divinas, which means divine truths. So in that show, we were 4 women, and we were on air for 12 years. And divine truths was about really being you, right? It's not like you were a character or you could act when something was happening to you. And that show really changed my life because the people that followed that show really were like paying attention to what we were saying. So in a way, I started to find that it was a big responsibility to be on air in the TV with a microphone and lights and just be in the spot. And in that moment, in my personal life, I started to be in a very important search. When Isabella was 3 years old and I was 33, I just couldn't find to understand what was happening with my maternity. Like, in a way, I couldn't connect with her. So I tried to send her to therapy because I thought she was crazy. And that started my spiritual path. Because when I went to therapy, obviously the one that needed to work in herself was me. And so I realized that when I was 3 years old, that was the same age that I had when my mom killed herself, committed suicide, and she was 33. So there was like this very interesting moment where I couldn't really understand what was happening to me because I was sort of disconnected with myself. So I couldn't connect with my first daughter. So that when I was 3 and she was 33, that's when I started to look for questions and to try to understand what was hurting in my heart and in my soul. And so I did many things, like, of course, psychotherapy, but also constellations, and also I walked on fire, and also, just whatever that could make me feel better, I would do. So then I started to share all this on television. So many people that started to, or that were also in the search of their own sanity or health or spiritual health or research or whatever. So they started to ask me a lot of questions. And then social media it didn't even exist then, but it started. And so I realized that many people were curious about what was meditation, how did I used to eat different, and many things that I started to share. So then about maybe 15 years, I began to only work on things that would make sense to me so I could share with people. So then I produced another show that was yoga with light and many things that I'm very compromised with myself to be on platforms that help me communicate the light, the love, and the energy that we are.
That's so wonderful to hear, and even for us, we met at your program, no, at your radio program,
right?
And actually, we've come a long way since then.
Yes, we've married now.
A lot has happened. A lot has happened in a short time.
Yes,
no. And but I remember sitting in that radio show with you, and we were talking about the documentary,
right?
No, about light and shadows, and Mastro was there, and the directors, and you just gave Mastro this space to speak, and Mastro just started to share like he hadn't been sharing in any other interview, and I thought, wow, this Luzma is so special, and yeah, you had such incredible energy, and everybody felt that. But and then we met you, no, as well. So it's been such an incredible journey meeting Isa, and tell us a little bit about everything that's been happening since we met.
Well, where to begin? Where can we begin? Okay, as you said, we met in this in the station, in the radio station, and I've been interviewing many spiritual teachers, and I've been close to many also. And when people ask me, Luzma, how can you differentiate when it's powerful? And I said, well, it's always powerful because each human being has something to share. So I always find it that it's knowledge, but sometimes it only stays here, right? The information or the knowledge. But when I feel here, the power or the energy, it's overwhelming for me. And that's what happened when Master O came to the station, because just when he entered the space, I could just feel like the vibration, like woo, and it's something that it just doesn't lie. I mean, you can like what he's saying or not or whatever, but what you're feeling is what makes it real, right? And so since I felt your energy so powerful, and then you left the space, and I said, who is he? I want him. And then you told me about the retreat. And so I said, no way. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to ask for some days here in the station, and I'm going to take Isabella. And I asked her if she could come with me, and she was up to it. And then we did our podcast, Caminos con Luz, lo pueden seguir. And then we went to the retreat with you, and we just came back 3 days ago, and we feel that our life has been transformed. In a few words, that's what's been happening.
Tell us, because I think this is something so good. Maybe Isa, tell us as well where you were at. No, how was your journey? What were you looking to heal? No, what were you looking to heal before you heard about the retreat? And what's been your journey this far?
Mm-hmm. Well, like my mom said, she has been like with several teachers, and like her journey started a long time ago. And I've been observing that, and it's always like taken my attention. And when she says, like, come to me to this, come meditate with me to this, I usually say yes, because why not? And then this time, he told me, like, I made you an appointment with this Master O, in Polanco, and I was near. So I said, okay, why
for
not?
healing, yeah.
For healing, like before the retreat.
Uh-huh.
I did not know anything. I did not know where I was going. So I think I arrived here. I was like in a not so very good mood. I arrived and it felt like peace. Like when I entered the center, I was like, I thought I was tired, but it was just like peace. And then I talked to you, and then Master O opened the door, and I saw him, and it was like I don't know, like this source of light. Like when I saw him, and I was like, wow, it looks like a movie, like a character from a movie. And I was like, okay, yes, I want to meet him. And then I went, and he did my healing. And I remember I was like a little like bloated. I wasn't feeling very good. And after the healing, I was like in peace, and I just felt good. And the retreat was coming up, so I was even more excited to see what came out of that. So we arrived, and it was amazing. Like the second we arrived at the hotel, like the vibe, the nature, me like getting to know you guys better, hearing Master O talk and explain about the mind of the universe. Like I was so like if I was watching my favorite movie, I was like I couldn't stop hearing about everything. I want to hear more. I want to read more. I was so invested, and I think I've never gotten that thrill out of something that wasn't like a sport or a career or like acting or something. Like this was more spiritual, like in a spiritual sense, and I loved that I finally like clicked with something like that.
Yeah. And Master was saying you have this incredible sensitivity to energy. You know, you're so sensitive, and you're sensitive to the light. So tell us more about your journey through the retreat. How was the beginning? What were the things that touched you the most? And what were the things that you think you created that were able to help you to find this transformation?
Well, many things. Okay, for me, in the first place, it was extra special because I was sharing it with my daughter. And as you've said, and like you teach us, we want to share whatever is good for us, right? And sometimes in this path, I felt very alone. It's like I don't have anybody to share it with, right? Even my couple, my couple, my friends. And I was really like thriving for that. I needed to share this experience with my loved ones. So I was so excited to have this experience with Isabella and sort of like to just like check on her and see that she was like like that. And every day she was excited, and in each talk she would talk about it afterwards. And so that was my first like high moment of the retreat, right? And then so listening to you, and it was a reminder of how beautiful we are as beings, and how like wounded we are, or confused, or struggling with our little mind, that we forget about the whole picture. And the whole picture is the mind of the universe, right? And that we are part of that, and that we, in a way, what I learned a lot this retreat is that we can contribute, not only be receivers, because in a way I felt very selfish, acknowledging that in this path, I've been a taker, like all the time. Like every time I seated to meditate, I would just sit and be ready to receive. And then you change that. You made me understand that we can share our light, our love, and our energy, or give it to the universe, give it to the nature, give it to our loved ones in our meditations. And since we are projectors, all that light, all that love, and all that energy will, like as a boomerang, will come back to us. So then I started to feel very frustrated because I felt that what I could give was so small. And like, even though I was doing my meditations, and then my light would just go like this, or my love, it was just like so small. And so I started to feel so frustrated because we have expectations. And I realize that all the time. We have expectations, and those expectations make us feel frustrated and stuff. But what? So that's like something that I've never done before. It was this thing about giving, that state. So it's beautiful. And then, we worked on our lines of our ancestors. And I had so many aha moments in this retreat. So many. Because since I was very little, I could feel the energy of my mom. And she would accompany me. And then in my adolescence, and also when I was about to be a mom, and whenever I needed a message, and she was so present all the time. And I thought that was good. I would tell everybody, my mom has been with me, and that's why I'm so special, because I can do more things than anybody else. Because like I have a shortcut to heaven, right? But I didn't realize that all the fear that I used to feel for a very long time, when I became a mom especially, I started to think about death every day of my life. And I stopped doing things, and I couldn't go in a plane, and I stopped like crossing the street, and I stopped doing many things, normal things in the normal routine. And so I needed to work on that. So I did constellations, and I worked on the death of my mom, and I did rituals and many things, right? But it didn't go, it was always there, like the anxiety. And in a way, every time I had to do a conference or be in front of many people, I couldn't understand why I was so afraid. I've been doing this all my life. I communicate, I do that. But it was like something holding me back all the time. So when we did this ritual, this ceremony about helping our ancestors find their way to the light, it's like, it's only been 3 days, but I can feel that something did click, that I feel lighter, that I feel more in love with life, that I just want to share more. So I have a talk this weekend, and I'm just saying, I'm just going to be there. I'm just going to say whatever I have to say. And if somebody likes it and they share it and they receive it, good. But I need to share. So that change, it's not about me. It's about sharing the message, sharing the love, and sharing the light. So it's now, like you took away weight on my back. You see? So I'm so grateful. So very, very grateful, and so happy. And I just think that I have to keep on liberating my ancestors and just keep on going on this path and keep sharing. Definitely I feel that my mission has been to share, but now I have it more clearly. Right. Thank you. Surrender, you told me. You have to surrender.
And I think that's the incredible thing, because when you do ancestor healing, finally you help the ancestors who are still struggling with the pain to receive what they desperately need to feel peace, and happiness, and which is light. Isa, what about you? What was your experience of the retreat and ancestor healing?
Yeah, it was amazing. I think I came to the retreat, and I was like in a moment where I was always angry. I don't know why, but I felt like anger. Like I woke up and I was like, oh, another day. And it was like frustrating because I knew that and I wanted to change that, but I couldn't. I was like, no, my stomach hurts. I'm bloated. I haven't eaten anything. And I'm like, I feel bad. So I was angry and I transmitted that with my family or with my loved ones. And I didn't know why. So at first, like, it was one day before. And I remember I was feeling super bad on my stomach. I was like, okay, I have to go to this retreat. So then I arrived. It happened. My mind open.
You lost your suitcase?
I lost my suitcase. Yes. A rough start.
I thought in a way, I'm going to tell you what I thought, that it was just like something that was keeping her back. You know, like it was so clear. It's like in the morning, she was like with this face, no? Not really saying anything, but then she left the baggage. And we were about to enter the plane. And she's like, no, I cannot go without my luggage. But she was like, sure about it. And I'm like, no. You come and then the luggage will come. I don't know how we'll do that, but the luggage will follow. Because if I would have said, okay, whatever, we'll just stay. No. It was like this resistance again, right?
Yeah. Well, it was very wise, eh?
But the luggage came.
Yeah, afterwards, the luggage came.
So yeah, I had like this anger, and after hearing Master O, and that you choose to have this anger, and the human mind blocks the spirit from shining and from being happy and smiling and connecting. So I was like, wow, it makes so much sense. Like, I'm making this to myself. Like, every time I wake up and I'm like, I feel bad, my stomach hurts, it's like transmitting that energy, and that same energy will like come back to me. And if I hear it a lot, then it won't change. Instead, I'm like, these 3 days that we came back, I wake up and I'm like, okay, it's another day to like work on my spirit, my energy. So I do the meditations, I feel much better. And people have tried like maybe to engage a fight, and I'm smiling. And they get more angry.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now she's Master Isa.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Super powerful.
Yes.
What do you think is the biggest, most powerful message that you could share with the people your age from your realization?
Yeah, I think people my age suffer a lot from like anxiety and being tired all the time and stress from school. And they're like blocked and they can't see beyond that. And that's like the most important part of their life. And their mind is like trapped. Like, I don't know, hearing Master O and being with him, I think he really can make a change in people my age and everyone. But like to open up and try to work on their light. Yeah.
Realize, no, that they are light.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Master, what about you? What did you feel from everything that you sense and you can feel people's energy and what have you seen in Luzma, in Isa throughout the journey that we've had together?
Well, I don't know how to express myself. Just you can see the light from the people. So, and when I met you, now your light, how much the light is started coming out, how much changing the invisible state of brightness. It's just it's huge progress. And then when I saw somebody like yourself, I feel so grateful to the mind of the universe. At the same time, it's no coincidence. Somebody have to do what they need to do. But you've done that beautiful work. So I'm really happy for you with whatever you've done. So like then it's your daughter, just amazing. Somebody came and then she was sat down in my office, and then I can see her brightness, what she had been through. There's a lot of emotions. There's other energy patterns, and I could see, okay, for her to be able to be with herself, a lot of work to do. And there's something that we have to hear. And if you open yourself, you can hear more. When you hear more, start to belong to you. and start to belong to you, it's helping you to change yourself, transform yourself. But that's what you've done. Now you come back, you learn all the basic things, and you come back to this world. Now you're more responsible for your life. You get up. Okay, I'm not going to go back. I'm going to create what I have to create. And then you have a confidence. Okay, if I open myself, you start to understand deeply, okay, I have so much light inside. I have so much love inside. I have so much the power inside. If I connect to that, this guiding us, helping us to be where we should be. Of course, the moment we believe in that, we connect to that, our mind in that place, from there, mind open, feel more comfortable to stay there, and the mind start using what is God, more light, more love in the mind. So now you wanna share that, you wanna express that. It's changing our life. So, and then you learn that these basic things. You don't have a fear about the life. You understand what you need to do. So it's so beautiful. And the more light that you entered this room, and then I saw you. Oh gosh, this beautiful girl changed so much more. Light is coming out, and your physical appearance completely changed. And then it's become real. We are beautiful beings, but
Right.
the thing is, the light is coming out even more beautiful.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's what is happening to you. Of course, your mother.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
I am so proud of her. Really, really. Because I guess every human being is capable of being more fulfilled and happy and creative and energetic and healthy. But it's just many patterns, as you taught us, that we keep repeating and repeating and repeating. And we keep like feeding the little mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, natural state of our beings. Yeah, happiness. When we are happy, we feel natural. And then we want to do the more. It's natural. We don't want to do anything. We are not happy. So we want to do something. We're willing to do something. And we believe we can do something. This is a natural vibration from inside. So.
And Master, just just to explain for everybody who's with us, and hearing about ancestors for the first time, why is it that that, for example, that fear was with Luzma after that happened, and and how is it that it can be cleared?
Well, you see, when we look at ourselves, we are physical beings, and the last certain period of time, and inside our mind, our spirit is invisible, and the mind is our thought, our knowledge, our emotions, the fear, anxiety, depression. This mind never disappeared. It's belong to me. And our spirit, the light, belong to me. When we live in this world, this body is our house. We stay in the house. House is too old. We cannot stay in the house anymore. Yeah, we are staying in our original place, which is invisible place. It doesn't mean that mind disappeared, our spirit disappeared. The life is continue. So that if somebody died with such a state of fear, still carry on the same emotional patterns. And then we are created by our parents and ancestors. If they died with that emotional state, and they are sharing this vibration, the emotions, with those who have a same vibration, like a descendant, the family. Family, we are living in like in this world, we are living in the same, like this city, this country, or in a bigger scale, the earth. We are living in the same place, same house. And then when we live in the physical world, we are living in the same place of invisible world. So we are living together. So, and then the ancestors, they are sharing whatever they have, good things, their potential, their brightness, their love, their kindness, their warmth, their abilities. Yeah, they're sharing this. On the other hand, yeah, they have a lot of other things they used to have. So sharing the things that what we have is life. So in the ancestors, yeah, they're keeping their vibration, their emotions. Then sometimes we are not well, and we're getting worse. We're picking up this vibration more. There's a lot of information, different emotions, very positive emotions, very positive good emotions or negative emotions. So depends on where we are. We opening ourselves. We're not feeling well, then low vibration, low emotions come, and we are affected by that. So, and then when you do the ancestor healing, all the ancestors, they needed so much the light, but they didn't know how to receive the light from the universe, and they pass away. And then when the moment they receiving the light, to receive the light, they need the body. The body is so precious tool. And then now you did the ancestor healing on behalf of your family, your ancestors. Then they are tuning to your physical body to receive the vibration, the divine light. The moment they receive the divine light, they are brighter, they change the vibration, healing all the emotions is automatically. When they healed, yeah, we are not picking up the same emotions anymore. And wow, I feel the same emotions I had. You are disconnect from these emotions, and then you tend to stay in a higher place. Then we more disconnect from the past, and this place more connected to the source of life, bring the more light, more love, more power. The more light, love, energy, the power you receive, you're going to go even higher level. Then that feeding our mind, helping our mind, very good quality of the mind, like giving, sharing, which is the love, pure love. And then you have so much care, so much kindness. And this light growing a lot of the seed of the love, which is giving, sharing, using the very kind, generous words, compassionate word, and the behavior. They're all coming from the very high quality of the mind. But this mind need light. Like all the living creatures need the sunlight, but the mind needs so much the divine light. Depends on how much the brightness the mind receive, mind go high level, more ready to receive the light and help the light to be expressed through the mind and actions. So, and you've been having that experience.
Yeah, Luzma, tell us, how was your experience in the ceremony? What did you feel?
Oh, okay. No, it was not funny. It was not fun. I felt the infra world. I was really freezing. But it was not just I'm cold. I just felt that my bones, my skin, and I would start like looking around, and everybody started to take off their clothes and their sweaters, and so I would look to Isabella and I said, "Hey, are you cold?" And she said, "No, temperature is perfect." And then Anna was looking at me and she was like, "Are you freezing?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm very cold." And so she goes and see the temperature in the air conditioner, and she didn't even move it because we were in 24 centigrades. And so I just had a very, very cold experience. And it's like I couldn't see images. It was just like the feeling. And that's how that's how I've been connected to energies. Like your energy, I felt warm, I felt peace, I felt your vibration, and your vibration felt delicious and uplifting. So when somebody comes in and I feel that they're in a terrible mood and they're like just blah, 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 I don't want to be there with them. So my life and my circles, social circles, have been going like because I guess I'm too sensitive. Okay. And sometimes people come and I start an interview, and afterwards I said, "Are you okay? Are you sad?" "Oh yes, I got a call, and my niece just had an accident." And so I can feel like how sad she was during the interview. So I don't know I can guess that my mom was in a very dark, cold space. And that's what I felt. And even when the ceremony was over and we went to have lunch, my temperature couldn't rise. Really, I had to go to the light physically. I had to just lay under the sun for a long time. See how paradoxic that is? Like after being so in that dark place, I needed to go to the light. Wow.
Yeah, just when you do ancestral healing, all the ancestors, they are tuning to you. They're tuning to you, and you start to feeling their level of brightness. And when the high you go, getting warmer, the low you go, you harm somebody, you using the negative energy, not nice things, then your energy become dark and cold. Then especially somebody, ended their life with a suicide, and make energy very, very cold. When this energy come to you, then it's make an impact on yourself. No matter what you do, you can change this is not physical temperature, internal, invisible temperature. So then when even though mother is left, they make a big impact on yourself. And then time goes by, yourself is opening up, then you're okay. So a lot of people who are like drawn to the water, and then when the ancestors connected to them, they feel very, very cold. Depends on how they died and the state of energy, the brightness, and when I feel the people, I sense the ancestors, they're not in a good place, yet cold, dark, plus a lot of other emotions.
Yeah, because mostly it's unusual because mostly people feel very hot in the ceremonies because of the energy. But your mother had to connect to you completely to receive the light. And I remember at the end you said something like, you felt like for the first time she said, I can go now, no? Or thank you.
Well, I don't know, because sometimes it gets blurry, no? The experience. I don't remember if she said that, but I also remember like my dad in a super happy mood, trying to just like drag her to the party, It's like, let's go. I mean, I could feel like his energy, and he wanted to drink all the wine and just be super happy. And he was very bright in life. And so, yeah, I don't remember that she said that, but maybe she did. I don't know.
Yeah, it's intense when it happens, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Yeah, but it's so good to see you both and looking really bright.
Yeah, because we have so many lights here.
No, eternal.
Do you have any questions for Master O?
Okay, so when you tell us that we as human beings need to share, what exactly are you talking about? What do we need to share? Some people have more, some people have less. Some people want more, want to achieve more. So I've been asking these questions to myself. And I think about Jesus, for example, that he was a man that just all the time was sharing wisdom, sharing light, sharing love, because he had so much. So us in our daily basis, what's it about? What do we need to share?
Yeah, that's a very, very good questions.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
have a program in Caminos con Luz.
Yeah. Everybody is sharing something, whether good or bad. Yeah. Start from, we create things, start from the thinking. And then here we create something, sometimes positive things. Something make you happy. Something make other people happy. And so then all the things we create here is always coming out through the mouth and with our physical body. So it's a lot of things we can share on the physical level, whatever you have, whatever you achieve. We achieved so much, just physical things. And then you value physical things. This is good for me. If you share something is good for you, it must be good for somebody else. Yes. If you share that, share whatever you have. If you value them, you can do that. You don't value them, you attach to them. You're not sharing. You make them belong to you. You're attached. So this is our choice, whether we attach to something we love, good for me, or this is good for me. It's good for everybody else. I want to value this life, the things given to me. And you can share. If you share, you feel good. Everybody have a different experience. If you share, there is impact on yourself, impact on others. You make a choice. This is good for me, good for other people. And you really feel that encourage you to share more. I need to value more. I have to create the more. And you can create more physical things, more and more for sharing. Some people, they talk negative words, then it's good for you to using very kind word, compassionate word. You're sharing the beautiful things. And then you look at the people rather than with the angry eyes, upsetting energy from the eyes. And you look at the people with a more gentle, warm energy from the eyes. That's what you are sharing. And we can share a lot of the things. So in the, all the information here, thought here, emotions, feelings, there's good feelings. You can share good for me, good for the people. You value good feelings, positive feelings, positive emotions. You value them, you can grow them. And then negative feelings, if you get angry, people not staying with me, everybody go away from myself, nobody like that. You realize that I'm not going to share anger with the people. It doesn't help anything. But some people use the anger to get what they want. Sometimes the power, sometimes the money too. Yeah, it depends on their experience, their realization. To using the emotions in a different way. You can share positive things and negative things. And then the more importantly, sharing is when we are with ourselves. We don't share, we don't feel uncomfortable. not happy. Like when we are sharing whatever we have, like in deeply, we have so much light, so good. I want people to feel this, want to be in this place. I want people to appreciate this light, being with the light, allow the light to go, to make an impact on the people. This is another level of sharing. And then when you go even the higher level, you open yourself, start to feel that something is more powerful than me. Wow. Your light, your power, your love, much bigger than me. And you are there for the whole life. Can I access this? What do I have to do to receive this, share with so many people need this? Then you're trying to share different things. So yeah, there is a lot of different options to share. What do we want to share? Start from smaller things. We start to do that. Eventually, we're sharing the more and more and more. We meet ourselves. We feel ourselves. If we feel ourselves, that's where we can stay. And this place is going to be permanent place for myself, for my family, for this society, the world, for everybody else. And if you stay there, wow, universe taking care of all the life. And you are staying there for the universe. It depends on your experience, depends on where you are. And we have a different perspective of life. We have a different purpose of our life. And we can share so much.
Yes. Do you want water? Qué bien.
That's it. And okay, well, and what would you like to share with everybody watching?
Smile.
That's good one.
Smile.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I would share that, well, for me, my morning routine is very, very important. Like the state and the love and the vibration when I leave my home, I guess I carry that with me the whole day. So it's like preparing me to share for my journey, for my day, for meeting people in my work. So I've found that that's very, very important for me. So.
And with the meditation.
Oh yeah, the meditations and the practices, and I mean, I've done a daily routine for many, many years, and it's been changing. But now I keep doing what's called sukshma, which is a very like subtle movement of energy, sort of like ki that you shared with us. And of course, the AI meditation, the vibration, I feel it's super intense. It's like after doing the AI for 20 minutes and then stay in silence, it's like I can feel that I'm in another place. So I recommend those meditations that Master O has been teaching us, and just like to be happy and grateful and full of light. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Luz Ma. Thank you, Isabella. And it's been such a beautiful journey. I think we're going to do a lot of beautiful things together with Master O. We're going to bring a lot of light together to the world. And it's been wonderful to sit here with you. Thank you for coming back. And and I hope you received a lot, everybody at home. I hope you received some answers to your questions, some inspiration, some light and some energy. And we're sending you so much love, and we hope to see you very soon, and keep watching the episodes.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.